EBENEZER AKINSANMIRO. That's the Primavera profile that we're looking at today. A new concept for the channel, looking at Inter Primavera youth players that maybe are out on loan, taking a look at some of their performances, decide whether they're ready to come back to Inter or at least be a useful player for another loan somewhere in Serie A or elsewhere. And to do it today for Akinsanmiro, I've actually created a match compilation of Akinsanmiro versus Genoa in the Coppa Italia from a few weeks ago. Akinsanmiro, of course, is an Inter player currently out on loan at Sampdoria in Serie B, but they played against Genoa, who of course are a Serie A team in the relegation zone, but still a Serie A team. So this is actually a fantastic match to evaluate Akinsanmiro. And overall, at the moment, it's been a pretty good loan for him in terms of minutes he's played. All comps he's played around 700 minutes, which is good. He's only got the one goal at the moment for Sampdoria, but you got to keep into account Sampdoria have been through some rough times recently, a lot of off-field issues, but they also had a coach change at the start of the season. It was Andrea Pirlo who got fired, and now it's Sottil, and this match is under Andrea Sottil, the former Udinese coach. And let's not forget, the Genoa versus Sampdoria game, the Derby della Lanterna, is a fierce rivalry, a fierce match, regardless of whether a team is in Serie B or Serie A. Why am I doing this for Akinsanmiro? Well, if some of you who watch the channel know that he is a player that I rate highly. I don't often rate a lot of the Inter youth players, but Akinsanmiro is one that I've said for a while. Again, I'm not saying he's Inter material, but I feel like this is the guy that can have a good career out of the recent batch of players that I've seen come through from the Inter Academy. Niger boy, of course, from Nigeria. You can see here in the 3-5-2, playing as a right mezzala, right centre mid, but given quite a lot of freedom by his coach to kind of get up and support the strikers as well. So, the Barella role, you could say. And you can see he received a 7.2 rating, and we're getting into it. There's a bit of fog, but again, straight away, what I want you to notice is the quality of touches that he has. But look, I've not just, this is almost all action compilation I've made, so it's not just the good things, not just highlights. You'll also see some mistakes, and I've also put in some details of him off the ball. And you can see here in terms of his pressing, early on in the match, he knows this is of course very important to Italian coaches, your discipline on, but especially off the ball, follow the tactical instructions that you have. And you can see he did that well here, to keep it on his man. And here you see a lovely key pass into the striker with his left foot. By the way, he's a right-footed player. Create an opportunity in here. Look at that. Look where he receives the ball. In any type of situation, this is a very difficult situation, and the guy pressing him is Morten Frendrup, one of the best ball-winning midfielders in Serie A at Genoa. And look at that turn to get out of that very, very difficult situation, and then neat pass into space. Off the ball here, winning the ball back as well. Good footballing IQ. He is a pretty complete midfielder, which is why I like him. He can probably play all three different roles in midfield if he wants to, but he's definitely got a little bit more offensive attributes than his defensive side. But you can see he also has that side to his game as well. What I love here, like that zip that he puts into his pass. It's okay to see the pass and make the pass, but it's also the weight of the pass. He's confident in his technical ability to pull that off. Again, always ready to receive even from a throw in. And they were talking about what, a 19-20-year-old player going into Sampdoria, and he's not scared of demanding the ball from his teammates. Moves around, wants the ball. Again here, he will eventually lose the ball, but shows good strength again against Frendrup. And Vitinha here eventually loses the ball, but the Sampdoria win it back. Good first time touch. And here, because he is a loney, young, probably his teammates, he probably doesn't have that gravitas with his teammates at this stage of his career. But, he often did this in the game where he picked up good space, but was kind of ignored by the teammate, and then they lose the ball. So probably a bit frustrating for Akinsanmiro here. Look at that, coming deep to collect the ball, driving with it, and then always ready to make the risky pass. Here he doesn't pay off, but look, the vision and the the keen eye for a through ball, I really like it. Here, this is probably something he can improve on. He lost quite a few kind of aerial battles in the game, but that one he kind of made something out of it. Here you can see a little bit of a mistake. He kind of forgot, he should have. You can see the guy here is telling him that he should have been the one following the press trigger, and he kind of forgets. And you can see here, look, he's looking around. He's not sure what position he's supposed to be in now. The guy behind him, I think that's Friendrup again, he's completely free behind him, but nothing comes of it, I think, in the end. Here he wins the ball back. He won quite a lot of duels actually in this game. And but good effort. And pass and move. You can see, look at that with his left foot there. Not everything with his right foot. Again, forward pass. The guy loses the ball. There's a bit of a trend in this compilation. A lot of these passes, his teammates actually lose the ball afterwards. Again, forward pass, teammates lose the ball. They win it back. Here maybe could have been a foul. Again, waiting, not trying to force it, which is good. Not always trying to force the pass. Waiting for, it's good to see. Again, the weight of his passes and the cleanliness of the pass, if you know what I mean. I don't know how to explain. He works hard as well to win it back. Here again, maybe could have taken it, protected a little bit better, but it looks like could have been a foul as well. Confidence or personality to go and complain to the referee. I don't know how good his Italian is at the moment. He's only been in Italy for just over a year. Nigerian boy, maybe speaking to the referee in English, but good to see that at least he's not scared to go up to the ref. Again, you see he passed and then he was ready to kind of receive again, but then the teammate didn't look for him. Here again, he's not convincing in the aerial battles, but it's something that I'm sure he can get better. Here maybe, again, it's a foul. Maybe it's a foul that needed to be made. But look at this, guys. Oh my God. The way he just improvises there. The ball is going out. Boom. Back heel on a volley. Not easy whatsoever. And then again, now he's always used to got this ability. 1v1. Look, he leaves Bardell for dead, but then, just overruns the ball a little bit. But he's got so much variety to his game, not just passing game. He can carry the ball, dribble. You don't really see in this performance here in this game. Again, a little bit of improvisation. He loses the ball here, but trying to take it over the player with his knee is really inventive. And here they win a foul. He's good in little tight spaces. Here he makes a mistake to chest it. But again, just having the confidence to try that chest pass. Again, passes it and the team loses it. This is, this was a good performance, but his teammates didn't really back him. I think in the end, though, Sampdoria did win the game. Oh, this is what I really like. This, he stayed alert to the danger after the team lost the ball. Could have easily switched off with the striker running in behind. Got to turn a little pace as well. And look, he also tells him, I don't know if he's telling the striker to, get up, or he's telling the goalkeeper to lob it up. And here you see, always positive, always wants to move the ball forward. Goes past Friendrup, gets the cross in, nothing comes of it, but I like his mentality. Seems to always be looking to make something happen here. Wins the ball back off Friendrup. It's actually been a good, I've just noticed now, it's always been a battle with the Friendrup. And here this is, I think, is his last action in the game. Poor cross, but idea was good. Not bad performance from young Akinsanmiro. What did you guys make of it? As I said, to me, I am a believer in this boy, Akinsanmiro. It was a shame that no Serie A team believed him. I think this guy can play right centre middle, left centre mid in the three midfielder formation for an Empoli, a Genoa, a Lecce, any of these type of mid-table to relegation teams. He can already provide a good level of performance, in my opinion, to this team. So I hope this year in Serie B serves him well, impresses, and he can move to Serie A and start hopefully climbing the ladder, and maybe, who knows, get to the Nigerian first team, national team, because they do need centre midfielders in the Nigerian national team. They're stacked with striker, the Eagles, but they definitely could do with someone with the technical ability in that middle of the park. And who knows, maybe long-term Inter as well, his skill set and the variety of ability and attributes could be useful to Inter in the long term. Eventually when Mkhitaryan leaves, or Barella gets older, or whatever happens to Zielinski, who knows? He's definitely one to keep an eye on. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, but it's something different. Let me know which other Inter players you want me to look out for. The issue is I also need to be able to find the games, the compilation, the clips for the player. This one, luckily, I was able to find because it's the Derby della Lanterna, so I could find the clip of Genoa versus Sampdoria. The other Serie B games, it'll be a bit more difficult. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of Akinsanmiro? Do you see him as Inter material? Do you see him as Serie A material? Or do you think he is none of that material? He is going to be a flop. You guys let me know in the comments down below. Ciao ragazzi, forza Inter.